Hi, kindergarten, first and second grade leaders. We are getting ready for September 23rd. Can you believe we are already in the toward the end of 2018? Crazy. All right, this week we are in Genesis 6 through 9, and we get to talk about Noah and the ark, and maybe talk about Noah in a different way than a kid has ever heard the story of Noah and the ark. I'm sure that most kids know the story of how God sent the rains after sin had entered the world. Remember, we've been talking about that God created the heavens and the earth. He created everything. He created man in his image. And then sin entered the world not long after that. And so now we get to talk about what happens as a consequence of sin, that God was not happy with that separation from his people. Your opening activity is a Would You Rather game. You have a box full of cards and fun questions to ask each other. Would you rather be a goat or would you rather be a pig? Or there's a bunch of fun questions in there. There should be plenty that you shouldn't have to repeat very often. But if you do, maybe the kids have a different answer this time when they answer it. And we'll move into large group. We continue our Operation Christmas Child collection of coins. We will be done with our coin collection the first week in November. So help us all get our $1,000 goal. I know God can do that, and that the kids who receive those shoeboxes will be blessed for their entire life. For some of them, that may be the only gift they ever get from somebody from another country. And how special to get to tell them how much Jesus loves them, that somebody across the world thought of them to send those things so that they could hear about Jesus. All right. So in your small group time, you are going to have some pictures like this of olive branches. There's 4 different pictures in there. And what you're going to do is take these and hide them in your small group area. Or, depending upon the weather, if you can go outside, you may want to take them outside and have a game outside. Completely up to you. Completely depends on what you think you can handle with your group. So don't feel like you have to be superhero and take them outside. Just know that you can. All right. And when you hide them, the kids are going to go get them. And maybe you want them to pretend that they're like the dove that Noah sent out to see if the waters had receded enough so that the people could come off of the boat. Remember the first time he sent the dove out, the dove came back with the olive branches. The second time he sent the dove out, the dove didn't come back. And that was a signal to everybody that they could get off the boat. Now, there are some really good words written in your leader guide, and I'm going to review them with you because this is a really good way to tie it all together for your kids. That when Noah sent out a dove that did not return at all, Noah knew it had found a place to make a home, and the earth was dry enough to leave the ark. This Bible story points forward to Jesus. Jesus, like the ark, is the only way for us to be saved from God's punishment for sin. Unlike the ark, we never leave Jesus, and he never leaves us once we believe in him. Once we believe, we gain forgiveness for our sin and new life with God forever. It's going to be really important that we try to make those ties for kids. It's good for them to understand the story, but what we want them to see is that God had a story in the very beginning that tied all of it together to Jesus coming, to Jesus' return still in the very future, and that God had a design and plan in all of that. All right, your memory verse activity is a piece of paper with the words all backwards and a mirror, and the kids are going to read the words. If your kids are tired of this activity, just find different ways that they can help you practice the words. So maybe you want to use your mirror and you want to cover up a few words, and they have to read to you what those covered up words mean. Get creative and have fun with that activity. Then you will pray and dismiss and thank God for having a plan, for having a plan to save us so that we could be in right relationship with God again. Have a great day, and thank you for leading.